Thank you, Senator Hirono.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to ask each of you to respond very quickly to the following two initial questions that I ask of all of the nominees on any of the committees on which I sit. This goes to fitness to serve. And we'll start with Mr. Lohmeier. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No.
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 Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement relating to this kind of conduct?
No.
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 Before I get to my questions for Mr. Lohmeier, let me be clear. Mr. Lohmeier, you were fired, removed from command for going on a partisan podcast and pushing political conspiracy theories while in uniform. Since leaving active duty, you have spread divisive, harmful views on race, equality, LGBTQ rights, and talked openly about seeking retribution against those you perceived did you wrong. Exactly the kinds of comments that undermine the unity and professionalism of that our military depends on. And as if that wasn't bad enough, you're also a January 6th conspiracy theorist, calling it a, quote, government-led false flag and hoax at the Capitol. I have deep concerns about your nomination to be Undersecretary of the Air Force, and just as much concern about what this nomination says to the members of our military. I'm very glad that Senator Shaheen asked questions relating to, by the way, that this is a comment to all of you about the importance of WPS. And I'm glad that she pointed out that this is a very useful tool that neither Russia nor China have to combat extremism. And to me, you know, this is yet another example of the obsession that this administration has against a whole swath of programs and efforts that this administration deems DEI. So I'll get to my questions. Mr. Lohmeier, I hope you can answer these questions, yes or no. Do you believe the January 6th attack on the Capitol, it was a, quote, government-led false flag operation?
Senator, let me begin by respectfully saying that I believe you've mischaracterized me and my views. Now, that said,
excuse me, could you just respond to whether or not you believe that January 6th attack was a government-led false flag operation? If you no longer believe that, just tell me.
I have never said exactly what you've just attributed to me, but I will answer your question, Senator. I believe that it's evident that there were, in fact, undercover government agents at the Capitol on January 6th, but I have not said exactly what you've said. I'm always very careful with the way I characterize things.
Excuse me. My time is running out. You deny saying it. Do you believe the January 6th attack on the Capitol was a hoax?
I've never used the word hoax, I believe, to characterize the event, but what I have just stated, I do believe, which is that there were most certainly...
Excuse me, again, you deny saying that. Are you planning to reprise against, I know that Senator Reid asked you some questions, but I want to actually name names. Are you planning to reprise against General Whiting, Major General Pepper, Colonel Fran, or any other active military service member for perceived slights against you? Yes
Senator, as I've said previously in the hearing, I'm very focused on moving forward in the future and making sure that I hold people accountable for their obedience to
actually, that's why I'm
their
asking
following
you the
of law.
question. So let me ask you this. If confirmed, will you recuse yourself from initiating or being involved in any administrative or personnel actions involving General Whiting, General Pepper, and Colonel Fran? Yes or no?
I know two
Will
of
you
the
recuse yourself?
Senator. I know two of the individuals you've mentioned. One of them is a combatant commander who I presume has the trust and respect of the President of the United States.
Could you just respond to my question, please? I know you're taking up my time.
Senator,
Will you recuse yourself against, in any actions that relate to these people that I just mentioned?
Senator, what I will commit to is that I will treat all people fairly according to the law, and I'll try and do my best, my job to the best of my duty if I'm confirmed.
That is totally not reassuring. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have other questions for this nominee for the record.
We'll have other rounds.